JD on a wet Gold Coast. It's a bit wet and rainy, Gail, isn't it?
Yep. Yes, but it's lovely.
It's lovely, okay. I don't think it's lovely at all.
We're free.
Yeah, okay. Oh, we're out of the house, that's right, yeah. If you are a business owner, you might find this interesting. If you're not, then keep scrolling because it will be of no interest to you. We just had a late brekkie in Broad Beach, which is behind us here, the shopping centre and all that sort of stuff. And once again, my pet rant, of course, is people not collecting data, particularly when we come out of this really tough period. You'd think that people would be just absolutely like crazy about collecting data so that they can remarket, wouldn't you? Now, can you tell us, Gail, what happened in the restaurant?
They gave me a little form to fill out. They just said you don't need to put the two people down, just put yourself down and then just...
So that means they've missed out on my data?
And all they asked for was my email address. That was it. My name and my email address, which we all know emails aren't doing too good at the moment. It would be, my mobile would be important, wouldn't it?
Of course, you've got a much higher open rate these days on mobile than you would have email, and so therefore they're only asking for email, which means that if they ever did do anything with this data, no one's going to open up the email anyway.
So they don't have you and they don't have our mobile.
And the most important person in our relationship, of course,
is you.
Of course it is, yeah, of course it is. So just nuts, it's crazy. So if you are a business owner and you're not collecting data, I mean, you'd be surprised. I mean, we deal with a lot of businesses, and you'd be surprised to hear that about 80% of them have no data collection facility on their homepage, on their website. Can you believe that? It's just crazy.
Ridiculous, yeah.
Crazy, crazy. I'll show you the beach here at the moment. It's unusual. This is on the Gold Coast, and we don't have anyone on the beach at all except a few of those seagulls over there. Isn't that interesting? Yeah. And Gail, let me ask you this. In terms of, give me a second, I'll switch it again. In terms of any follow-ups that you've got over the last few weeks when everyone's coming out of the COVID thing, have you had anybody at all contact you?
Actually, never thought about that. No one's contacted us and said, oh, come on back and have dinner with us.
So therefore you just bought, hang on, you just bought something from a Billabong shop here.
Yes.
Okay, you're saying that backwards. It was a Billabong shop. Yeah. Did they ask for your data? No. See, there you go. It's just nuts. It's crazy, crazy stuff. And I know I tell the story often, but we had some years ago a restaurant on to our consult program, and it was in Melbourne. It was an upmarket restaurant in Beaumaris, which for those of you who are not anywhere near Melbourne, that's sort of the north, I don't know whether you call it North Shore, but it's the upmarket area of North.
Beach.
It's like the Manleys or the Mossmans of Sydney. And he was spending $500,000 on advertising, newspapers, and he was paying Sam Newman a lot of money to do radio ads and all this sort of stuff. And I said to him at the time, look, how about I save you $500,000? And he said, all right, smart Alec, what are you going to do? And I just said to him, well, why don't you get your waitresses to collect the name and contact details of people in the restaurant when they're finishing up, and give the waitress 50 cents. 50 cents for everyone that they collect. And so that's what happened. She just handed out a little entry form about the size of an iPhone, and it just had name, email and phone number. That was a big thing. And it just said, if you'd like to actually be in the chance to win dinner for 10 of your friends at the end of the month, just fill the form in. And they collected 92% of people filled the form in. So nobody had any problems with doing that, to win a dinner for 10 of their friends and them at the end of the month. And now he's got 90,000 people on that list. But even when he just had a couple of thousand, it allowed him every day at 3 o'clock to send out a text message to say, look, Chef Pierre would like to offer you a dinner for two, a lobster tail dinner for two for just $58 or $68 or $78, whatever it was a special deal. You need to respond quickly because it's only available for the next 15 minutes. And what he would do is he'd take his occupancy rate on, say, a Wednesday or Thursday or Friday that may have been sitting for that night's dinner at maybe 50% to 100%. Okay, so he had a 150-seat restaurant, and if he had something like 75 seats full, he would send out this text message to maybe 500 or 1,000 of his big list, and it would say, quick, you better get in if you want to get this special deal tonight. And within 10 minutes, he was booked out. The only restaurant in the world that was booked out 365 days. How many years?
4 days. He had Christmas off, Christmas Day off.
I think I did one of these yesterday, and I said 354 days. I had no idea how many days there were in a year. I failed England at school, all right? Anyway, so the thing is that he then, by the way, when they came in for the $68 meal, he upsold them. Nobody left less than $200. Bottled water in this place was $25.
He's smart.
Yeah, he was very smart. Bill Ferg, his name is, and the name of the restaurant is the Lobster Cave, and very smart operator.
But I was just going to say that they've been collecting these data for the government. I bet, and obviously they're not using it, not keeping it themselves. I bet they don't keep doing that after this all happens. They'll just throw these pieces of
Oh no,
paper
well, they
away.
tell us that. I mean,
Yeah,
the funny
they
part
throw
about it is
pieces
that
of paper
every
away.
restaurant that I've been to where they've asked for the name, I could have put down Elvis Graceland, by the way, and they would have accepted. I mean, there's no proof that you are who you say you are. And then they say only one of you need to fill it in. But the point is, so if you've got the disease, then tough luck, yeah. So the thing is that they actually go out of the way to say, look, don't worry, we'll be throwing this out after the COVID-19 thing is gone. Can you imagine saying that to a marketer, particularly a sarcastic one? I'm going, what? You've got gold and you're going to throw it out the window? Nuts. Anyway, listen, if you want to collect data and do it in such a way that's got wow factor to it, you know where I'm heading?
Yes.
We've got this incredible free holiday promotion whereby we've been able to negotiate, or a travel company that we're working with has been able to negotiate lots of fantastic 4-star hotels around Australia, and what they've done is that they've actually given those hotels a small amount of money for their rooms, but the hotels are giving up their room tariff in return for getting people to fill those empty rooms and then make money out of food and beverage. That's exactly how it works. There's no timeshare limitations, presentations, there's no hoops that anyone has to jump through. Basically what it is that you actually are selling whatever you might be. Let's say it's $1,000 or $2,000, and you're saying to them, listen, forget all the other competitors. If you buy that lounge suite from us, we'll give you a free holiday. And the free holiday costs you, it's a 5-day holiday, by the way, at a 4-star luxury resort, and it only costs you $97. Now, of course, you've got to buy them in minimum quantities. There's some dickheads that have come on here and said to me, I just want 2. Like, I'm going to make money out of 2 times $97. I'm sorry.
No.
Oh dear, can you spell IQ? You know?
No.
So therefore, if you're interested in that, just click the link above me or below me here, and you'll see how to get yourself this holiday package where you can incentivize your prospects to buy from you versus someone else, because you'll give them a free 5-day family holiday at a 4-star resort in Australia. There's overseas destinations too, but obviously when international travel comes in, you can consider sending your customers to Bali and Fiji.
Yeah.
But for the moment, we've got 4-star resorts in Cairns and Gold Coast and Brisbane and Melbourne and Sydney and Perth and all sorts of other places. Did you want to say something?
No, I'm fine. I think it's it's a great idea, and you're collecting data as well.
You're saying it's a great idea because you want me to sell more so we can put more food on the table.
Yes.
Yeah. We could collect data at our place with the number of kids that we've got. We've got 6 millennials, and they do happen to come home quite a bit, so we could collect data at our place, couldn't we? Yeah.
Oh my goodness. No.
I don't know what I would sell the kids.
Well, it's probably
Do you know
good.
what? A couple of the kids, since we've been involved in this holiday thing, I don't think they knew what put food on the table up until now, but now I'm the best dad in the world.
Yeah.
Because, oh, Dad, can we get one of those holidays? Yeah. Okay, now you love me. Okay, well, we're out of here.
Yep.
Click
See
the
you
link
later.
above or below me. All the best.